Claro.
Once it hits your lips.
This delicious beverage.
Okay, Wasting Tomorrow, episode 9. My name's Paul.
And I'm Ryan.
I'm Gavin.
Okay, Gavin. Right, here we are. Fucking December, Christmas.
Christmas
jingle,
time.
jingle, jingle, jingle.
Mistletoe and wine.
I'm going to be putting some jingles in the background.
Ding,
But
ding, ding.
UFC last night. We're both zombies.
Fuck, I'm tired today, man.
Fucking, Usman, Volkanovski, Nunes,
Yeah.
Peter Yan, Peter
Peter
Yan,
and
what was the other
fucking Malvin
Mariachi over the wee Brazilian
over the little Brazilian
gutter
fucking
pump.
fucking hack. Fucking
Mike Perry got knocked the fuck out too.
yes, didn't get to see that, unfortunately.
Very impressive. Some little put your phone in silent. The amount of times I had to edit that. Did you not notice? Put your phone like it goes off.
I'm going to put is all your phones in silent?
Yeah.
You won't even
Has
hear
been
mine.
since day one.
I don't even hear it.
Don't
It
worry
goes
about
off half the
editing
time
it for a
anyway.
sec. It's only a fucking... It's Christmas. It's a Christmas jingle.
It's Christmas. It's a Christmas jingle.
Put it in vibrate in your pocket.
Right.
Yeah, man, it was a good card. I enjoyed it. Although I'm busted today. I really am.
You were working until 2:30.
Yeah, and then fucking walk straight over to you guys. But even still,
This is what the Americans don't realize is what we go through.
to watch fucking fight cards.
A
Yeah,
good fight card, staying up to 7:30 in the morning.
It's
And
dedication.
walking home in the freezing cold. And then today just ruins all plans. You're
I
just
know,
like a
man.
zombie all day.
like that's exactly it. Americans don't understand. Like that main card. The main card started at 3 a.m. for us over here. It's like I got out of work and walked over to David's, and you were already there. But it's like I was walking past that fucking petrol station. Man,
Put it on vibrate.
Jesus,
I'm
Gavin.
serious, like, please.
No, do you know what it was? It was, sorry, I turned down the ringtone, but I forgot to turn on the notification.
Right.
But yeah, man, I was walking past that shop, like, and I was laughing because I was like, right, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd love it if that shop was open. And then fucking 7:30, we're walking past it on
Creighton's.
on a Sunday morning, and it's just like, man, it's that late that shop's open for business.
I could have went for breakfast, actually.
Yeah,
But then I probably wouldn't have slept. I probably would have stayed up.
dude, I don't know if I could have managed even talking to another person at that time of the morning, like, because like, really, even the interaction of fucking going in there and trying to deal with somebody and getting breakfast would have been fucking hard.
You see, I did feel like, as I said, a wave of nausea when Colby got his jaw broke. And I was sitting all wrapped up because we kept having to open the doors to smoke outside. Well, not smoke outside, it was smoke in the balcony. So I was sitting with like a beanie and a hoodie and my coat in the sitting room watching it. And then just a wave of heat and the nausea, thinking of my jaw being broken and someone punching me. And I had to take off my hat and everything started like sweating. I couldn't watch the fight, like had to watch the clock. I was like, right, it's round 4. There's like 2.5 minutes gone. There's not much of the fight left. And then I would look up and I would see him getting hit on the jaw. I'm like, fuck, that would be painful.
I mean, the slow-mo of that, hey, it was fucking... It's like something out of a cartoon, hey, the jaw just went...
But I'd seen that Stefan Struve, like Mark Hunt jaw break, where like all right down here was just split in half. And I was just thinking about his jaw.
But I think Covington's was probably broke, along here,
Yeah.
more so than like you're saying that Stefan Strude and Hunt one was brutal, because you seen where Hunt hit him and like literally just split his jawbone, man. It was fucking horrible. Like,
That's normally would be broke anyway, is up there,
where it connects. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's why, as fucked up as it is, he was able to tell the corner. He's like, I've got a
Did you hear
broken.
that,
I
yeah?
think I've got a broken jaw. Like, you know, your jaw. Yes, don't get me wrong. I've never broke my jaw, but his jaw wasn't Stefan Struve style. The fact that he was able to even articulate that, and they didn't stop the fight immediately. But
I loved it. The what do you call him? The man in the corner that was talking to him. He just didn't acknowledge him at all. Like, it was like my jaw's broken. He's expecting to go, oh, is it?
Yeah, he's just just get back out there and fucking keep going for it.
That's why he did go back out because of that. Like,
well, even if see, they can't really acknowledge it.
yeah,
I wouldn't think his corner would be able to say, "What? Oh, your jaw's broke. Well, I'm gonna go back out there and fight."
Yeah, well, you're
Sorta
not
like-
supposed to acknowledge it because it did get to Usman's corner.
Yeah,
remember that before the last round?
So
they were telling him.
they were aware someone told them, phoned them or texted
Well,
them.
do you know what probably happened, man? Is exactly that. Because Kobe said that in the corner, then the announcer started saying it, and then all it takes is fucking somebody watching the fight that's mates with Usman's camp or fucking Usman's camp to be fucking literally watching the fight in the back room and be like, his jaw's broke.
DC's probably telling them off mic.
They probably
He's
fucking hear
probably,
DC screaming his jaw's broke from the fucking actually from the side of the
That's
cage
probably it,
actually.
yeah. Bet you.
Rogan needs put out the pasture. Like, he shouldn't be commentating anymore. Like, he shouldn't. he shouldn't be there.
He didn't fucking do much last night. Like,
No.
he really didn't. No, it's the first time in a long time that I've, as you say, man. Like I noticed that myself last night. He just, I don't know what the fuck was up with him, but he just, I don't know, just didn't seem.
Yeah, I was chatting to David about it. Like, he really only does 10 shows a year now. Really, like
It's only
those big
big pay-per-views. Yeah.
He doesn't travel to any of the ones abroad, does he?
No, he doesn't. No.
Yeah, and it's just a bit boring.
See, he's associated with it for so long that it'd be weird if he wasn't there at all. Do you know what I mean? But they've got enough good guys now that I don't think if they did get rid of him, that you would miss him that much. Like, you know, there's enough former fighters there that are really good commentators. Like Paul Felder's fucking great to listen to, man.
I think he's gone a little bit funny the last while though. He's made me cringe quite a bit.
Yes, true. But then how much is that maybe them
Up in it.
and maybe trying to push him, be like, dude, be more funny or, you know, do
You're
something.
going to be out of a job, Felder.
Yeah.
Look who we've got, fucking all these young guys. I can't wait for the day that Cody Garbrandt becomes like a colour commentator and you're refusing to see it or
I'm not
not
even going to watch
look
it.
at the screen
I won't even
because that's
do it.
what's going to happen. Like, he will have like a colour commentary type role.
Fuck
He
him.
needs
like
training,
Cody,
like,
no?
Cody Garbrandt?
Or Cody Garbrandt. You don't like?
No.
Why?
Because he's a dirtbag. Just everything about him screams that he's a fucking douchebag. Like,
Yeah. I seen someone recently, it was just like a YouTube video that after one of his fights he helped some kid that had chemo or whatever.
yeah, the UFC were pushing that as well. I'm sure he does nice things for people, man. But it's like, I wonder how much would he do that if the UFC wasn't being
That's
like,
probably
pushing
true.
it,
Like, yeah,
pushing
we're
him to
very-
fucking do it.
I know what you mean.
I don't fucking know. Maybe he would. Who knows? But I personally don't like him. Never have. And never fucking will.
So were you going for it? Remember who was the fight he was fighting with?
Oh, Paul will tell you my reaction to the last time.
What do you call the guy he was fighting? That was then, he's now disbanded, like he was off his head and fucking
TJ Dillashaw.
Dillashaw, yeah.
I
You
got.
were going for Dillashaw on that, yeah?
Oh fuck yeah, I was.
you're an EPO.
I didn't care. You see me, man. I jumped up and nearly kicked fucking laptop over in David's house. I was that fucking.
It's probably the most excited I've seen you in any fight. You had no money on it, you had nothing really riding on the fight whatsoever.
From my hatred of him. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it was like, if you supported the football team and they scored a last minute winner to win the European Cup, would be a lesser reaction to what Ryan's was.
At the time, I was actually going for Cody Garbrandt as well, like. Dillashaw. At the time, I was going for Dillashaw on that, like. But I wasn't too invested or anything, like, I didn't really care.
I don't know, man. Do you know what it was? It's like, I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 seasons of The Ultimate Fighter ever,
Yeah.
but I watched that season where Cody Garbrandt was in The Ultimate Fighter, and like he came across as a complete wanker, like a complete wanker. Like he tried to square out. This was at the height of McGregor's fucking being the top of his game, fucking famous shit, and it was him versus Faber. And like at one point, Garbrandt tries to square up to McGregor,
right, yeah.
and like McGregor is significantly bigger than him, like, you know, it's like it wouldn't even be a competition.
I forgot about that.
And it's like fucking McGregor just basically fucking laughs it off. It's like, what are you gonna do, little man?
That's
fuck
right,
it, you know.
yeah.
And the Garbrandt just he's the easy dirtbag. Like even his tattoos, like all this fucking scummy fucking douchebag tattoos.
He does have a weird kind of posture.
His
head's that kind of what is that from wrestling or what is that?
I think he was boxer, man. First off, like, and then started. I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of.
He holds his neck really
stiff,
like really far forward and stuff, like in his shoulders. That I don't know. Fuck him anyway. Let's stop talking about him.
Well,
straight out of the back. What would you
beat him in a fight?
No, he'd kick my arse. Unfortunately,
I don't know, man.
No.
What size would he be?
He's
like
the same size as me.
Yeah,
he is
you
legit.
You would be heavier than him, like, surely?
No, man, he'd probably be heavier than me.
I don't know.
He'd be as tall. He's as tall as I am. We're probably the same height.
He carrying muscle.
Yeah, he's carrying far more muscle than me, and he knows how to fight far better than I do.
He probably walks around at like featherweight, like 145, 150.
Oh, easy.
And then cuts down. Like he doesn't cut a lot.
No,
to go to bantamweight.
Do you know what weight you would be in if you were fighting?
Be a bantamweight.
What's that? 135 or 145? 135.
Yeah, you could go flyweight.
I could go flyweight if I wanted
You'd
to.
be
man.
better going flyweight.
Yeah.
What's
Bant-
I don't understand.
I could probably.
I just go for the number.
135 or 145. I could do either of them.
Could you do below 135? Like if you were.
If I really needed to, like, but I'd be even for me that would be fucking skinny. It's like I could walk into a featherweight or whatever. I could walk in 135.
Were you what would you say you're 140?
The last time I weighed myself, man, is, I'm not joking you, it must be 4 or 5 months ago, but I only was 9.5 stone, and that was me fucking. That was me carrying muscle.
So you're walking around a bantamweight.
Yeah.
So you would be cutting down to flyweight, cut some water. But yeah, I would be cutting down to bantamweight because I would be like 145.
Walking around normal.
But then
it depends, maybe less.
But then for my walking around weight, like if I I could cut down, or I could just get a bit more muscle and tone, and then go into and be bantamweight as well. Like, you know what I mean? Or I could cut down and go to flyweight.
You would still be better cutting down.
I would be, yeah.
You'd be like fucking Chad Mendes. Trying to think of someone that I dislike that you wouldn't approve of.
Chad Mendes.
He's fucked off into the sunset.
Jan Michael Vincent. Get ready.
We've only got 2 Jan Michael Vincents.
We need at least 4 Jan Michael Vincents.
Calling all Jan Michael Vincents.
Dude, again, just Rick and Morty. It's so good. We were talking about this last night.
2 brothers.
Just 2 brothers. 2 actual brothers.
Yeah, it probably helps if you've seen it more.
Yeah, instead of us just quoting random fucking stuff from Rick and Morty.
Man.
It's just like normal anyway. People talk and I don't know what they're on about anyway.
Personal space.
Fuck, personal.
My personal space.
Get out of my personal space. I'm a big fan of personal space. I am a big fan of personal space.
There is people that invade it.
Yeah.
Constantly, and they never get the hint. They never, like, they must be aware of people in their lives that are.
What do you mean?
Constantly moving away.
People that like just stand or too close to you, like that sort of thing. Or
there's someone that we both used to work with was always doing it.
Yeah.
And it was never meant in a bad way, but would never get the hint. Would never understand, and surely you reach a point in your life like just everyone keeps moving away every time. Every time I go to stand beside them, they move away.
I mean, maybe they just don't notice. They're oblivious to it.
That would be like, you know, when people stand too close to you. Like
You do that? You
like,
stand too close to people?
No, if people stand too close to me, or is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'll always move away. Like there's just a bit of space.
Do you like, look at them like what are you doing?
I don't know what I do now, like, but I know what you're on about. That's all I'm saying.
Right, you're in the queue.
I have people standing behind you in a queue, like, and they're like right behind you.
You're in Poundland.
Yeah.
Right, you're in Poundland, and there's a wee old woman.
Yeah.
And you're in the queue. There's like 8 people in front of you.
Yeah.
And you're as close as you can probably go.
Yeah.
But she keeps like coming closer to you.
What?
Do you?
She's backstepping, or is she behind you? Or
No, she's behind you, trying to get up the queue to make sure there's all the space is gone.
What do I do?
Yeah, you can actually feel her touching you.
Yeah. I keep moving forward, like, and
but you can't
give the.
If you do, then you're
I turn sideways. It kind of turns sideways
you're
and
already,
face out.
No, you're already.
Jesus, this has gotten very close here now.
You can't turn sideways because she's right behind you, pressed. Like
probably
she's got the trolley.
Yeah,
So
the old granny trolley.
You're kind of cut
start
in.
sweating like and fucking freaking out like. No, I don't know. I would probably say something. I would say something like in that scenario. Like,
What would you say to her?
Bitch, get the fuck back.
You wouldn't. No, come on, no.
No,
I don't know what. I don't know what about you. What would you
I don't know, man. But it's like in a social situation like that, if somebody's getting too close to me, like I'll get really uncomfortable. Like the last time it happened, there was this Asian guy in the queue, man, behind me. Just kept like he had no concept, no concept. Like I was getting really fucking annoyed and freaked out because he just was too close to me. Like he was about that close from touching me the entire time, and there was no need for him to have been that close. Like
What age?
are you fully grown man?
Yeah, but like young
40s.
40s, okay.
Yeah, like fully grown man, like, you know, and it was weird, dude. Like weird. Like I actually contemplated turning around and fucking, you know, getting in his face at one point, being like, "Would you back the fuck off of me?"
What made me think of was last night. Turned around and judo chopping him. Did you know? I never actually thought about it. There is no such thing as a judo chop.
Did you never get that joke until last
I
night?
always thought it was stupid, but like, yeah, there is no strikes in judo.
No,
it's like
yeah.
something I never ever thought about.
That's it. That's why it was always a funny joke, even from the time that I seen it in Austin Powers, where it was like judo's all throws and everything. There is no like chops or strike. No chops, like karate chop. Who the fuck like a karate chop?
We do know someone who claims to be great at judo.
We
Neither
do.
of us believe that.
Oh, I'd fucking 100% don't believe it.
I would love to get a matchup going.
I've told him several times, man. Sure, I told him. Even whenever he worked down the fucking place, like he literally could have walked out the door of his work with his stuff and went 30 seconds up the road and been there, and I would have been, come on, let's go. Let's do this. Never took me up on it. And that's not me being big-headed. I just fucking 100% like wanted to see what he was able to do because he talked a good game and nobody fucking...
We'll just call him out for the name we know him by, Skinja.
Skinja.
That's all we'll say. If you've got any balls. It'll actually be really good, Canada versus USA.
And I haven't been on the mats for like 3 months, so he might have. God knows how long it's been since he's been on them.
Do you still think he is Canadian?
He's fucking Canadian.
I still don't think he is. I think he's lying.
I just couldn't care less.
I just like the thought of him possibly ever watching this night, being him eating something like
what? Spits out the fucking Watsits and Montero balls all over the place.
Montero balls, yes.
Dude, this guy for years, I'm not joking you, like the people who know who we're talking about will laugh about this, but it was like I legit never seen this guy eat anything for about 18 months or 2 years, but Watsits and mint arrow balls, and maybe on a Friday whenever he was walking home he would treat himself and get a Chinese takeaway. But during work, man, that motherfucker never eat anything but sweets.
Was he fat like?
No. Skinny motherfucker.
Hence his nickname, Skinja.
Yeah.
Skinja.
Skinny ninja, because he used to think that he was the most ninja motherfucker, but he wasn't.
Was he Oriental as well? Or was that why you were
Far from it.
I'm saying that all of his friends were like Chinese.
Yeah, but that's because he was meeting some dodgy Chinese dudes, man. Whenever he was hanging out, yeah.
And they listened to the Wu-Tang Clan. I know that. So they had their own Tang Clan going on.
Oh, he wished.
The Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know. Some sort of Belfast version of that.
Yeah. Tell you what, man, like, all joking aside, for him, as much as we laugh at him and make fun of him, that motherfucker's confidence in himself for days. Like,
oh yeah,
he legit,
it's misplaced, but yeah,
it's 100% misplaced. I genuinely don't know where he gets it from, like, because he just thinks that he genuinely told us, man, that he went on, do you remember this? Whenever he went on holiday with him and his missus and his kid one time, he genuinely came back and told us that he got mistaken for David Beckham.
Oh, yes. I remember.
But, right, this dude, no way I can, Gavin, me or you, is probably...
Why would he say that?
Because he is so deluded in how good looking he is, man.
Yes.
Like, and Paul knows this.
Christian Bale, I heard a lot of that.
Yeah, Christian Bale or else David Beckham.
Oh, he was saying this himself though. Christian Bale.
Yeah, dude,
himself that as well.
Yeah, it was like, I can't remember which one he said that he looked like.
The Machinist.
Yeah, if he looked like any version of Christian Bale, it was Christian Bale in the fucking Machinist.
Yeah.
But man, he came back from holidays and told us that people were like, you know, he was in some sort of like the amusement park or fair or whatever it was, and he told us that people were like, oh, you know, talking about him, being like, oh, is that such and such, and like letting him through queues and stuff like this. And like,
he went into detail, like,
number one, I don't believe him, and number two, did he honestly like think that we would believe him for saying that shit?
But what was he expecting? Like, what kind of reaction?
I don't know, man.
Like, I don't know. That's fucking class.
Yeah,
you're right. Like, you're right.
Exactly.
Do you know what? Yeah, absolutely. I've always thought it, but I never was able to.
Well, do you know, now that you say about it, you are definitely Belfast's version of Christian Bale / David Beckham.
Strange.
With this real fascination for Xbox Live points. Or whatever was, what was the points? Achievements?
Yeah, he used to be obsessed with Xbox achievements.
Getting all the achievements in games. So we could get whatever the number is, those like trophy type things.
Yeah.
What, like just colourful things on the screen? Like, or do you get anything
was it like 100 for each game?
Don't know, man. It depends, because it used to be like...
Do you make money that way?
No, man. It used to be you used to do whatever amount of like challenges on said game, and you would get 1,000 gamer points.
That's what
you know what I mean. And he was
points,
obsessed about having gamer points, even though gamer points are worth fucking nothing. Like, no one gives a fuck about gamer points.
It would be... Yeah, if you're on Xbox Live, it would be an assessment, right? If someone's a noob or plays games all the time, if someone's got fucking thousands of gamer points, then you're like, all right, they play a lot of video games.
So it's all
if someone's only got a couple of hundred, then you're like, right.
So obsession, identity obsession, like virtual identity obsession.
Yeah. Just to have that little avatar of himself.
Yeah.
Look how hot I am. This week.
Sitting in Cheetos and his fucking...
Like, I used to have like these skins and be like, yeah, look at this one, this is cool. And I'm like thinking, why? Like, it just exists in your Xbox Live. It's like it's no more interesting than a Tamagotchi.
No, like, but still, man, it's too funny. Like, you know, just thinking about it.
For all we know, he has a Twitch channel,
probably,
and is sitting as we speak right now. Is sitting there, like, playing fucking Uno.
Not a chance, man. He's got too many kids, and he wouldn't have the time anymore. Like, because he's older than me or you. So he must be in his 40s by now.
I call it there, that all camera's rolling, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's way up in the gigabytes now.
That's right. Like, only 1 gigabyte or many gigabytes?
I don't know. I can't mind.
That's right. Is there a chance you can run out of room?
I would hope not, seeing how much the fucking thing costs. But you never know. iMac fucking 54,000, you get it maxed out.
54,000
£54,000
pounds.
Maybe more. Maybe that's dollars. Maybe that's just dollars to get it maxed out.
Fuck me. Sure. Like, what is it? Must
all
be.
the magic. It's this wee man lives inside it and just does all the work for you. The keyboard in.
Is this
and he's sitting with a MacBook and fucking Pro inside doing all the work.
Is this the
And
one
you're
that looks
amazed.
like a cheese grater? That one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one like $400 dollars or £400.
But there must
for the
be
wheels.
like dual CPUs, so like 2 CPUs, and then like fucking banks of fucking
I have no
GPUs.
idea. It's something like fucking 64 cores or something.
Yeah,
All speak.
that's not that much anymore.
I stopped being able to understand all of that technical aspect of computers years ago. So I just go by the base, right? This is the top fucking Mac you can buy right now. That's
You just go
what I
for it. Is it you going to buy one of them then?
No, you're talking minimum $5 or $6 grand.
Yeah.
It's too much money. But
Apple always.
if you're doing shit all the time, like if you're making music or video, like the time you save in rendering and processing is money back, money in the bank, because there's other jobs, other projects you can be doing.
Yeah.
So if you like have a say this episode, the rendering time's usually the length of the video plus more. But on one of those, you could do it in
Half the time.
even more than that.
But you want to be doing that like day and daily, like, you know, fucking
Oh,
to
if
get
you
the
work,
good out of it.
like for your workflow, or
My renderings can take overnight, like, and I have 120 core or threads. So it's like
that means nothing.
72 cores,
Right.
and then hyper-threading means it doubles the cores. So it's like when you're I don't want to get into this, like, 'cause it's
like fucking NASA.
It's
in
two.
your
It's two
fucking room.
CPUs, two Intel. What way do you pronounce that? Xeon, whatever. But it's about 3 years old now. Like, but whatever. I'm not going to talk about my computer.
Stop this. I wouldn't say it's computers, like your own version of Tony Stark's fucking Jeeves.
Yeah, man. It's
It's not
fucking.
even Jeeves. What is it?
Jarvis.
Jeeves. That's what mine will be. Jeeves.
Like
I
that
would
really
like
old
one.
shitty search engine. Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, I'd be like Jeeves.
Hello, James.
Jeez, my fucking Siri came on last night while we were talking, and I don't know what triggered it.
I hate that shit.
I
man.
don't know. We're talking about Anthony Joshua and David
See,
Ruiz.
yeah, that's why them fucking evil Apple bastards are
Do
spying
you
on you.
use that like?
Hey Siri,
Fuck off, Siri.
Put it close to the mic, and we'll ask a couple of questions.
won't respond to that. Hey Siri, what's up?
I'm trying to shorten the wait till Christmas with interesting facts and figures.
Shut up.
Just ask me what's in the advent calendar today.
Put it close to your mic.
Shut up. Let's stop talking to the
Put it
fucking
close to your
stupid
mic.
fucking.
We'll ask you the question. We get one question each.
No, what you need to do is get it in the loop with Alexa. You need to get them in a loop.
Get them to
When they're
People tried
talking,
that?
yeah. Oh yeah. You can do all that shit.
Never knew it.
No thanks.
I mean, yeah, I'd be interested in AI down the line, having a personal assistant that only you can talk to.
Yeah.
You can confide in, and they keep like
your
fuck.
shrink?
You'd be like, Jeeves. Jeeves.
Have you ever?
If I see this fuckwit again, fucking alert me. If you see him in the peripherals, so I know I crossed the street.
Let me know.
Yeah, that's what an AI should be doing.
Watching
Helping
your back.
life. Yeah, watching your back, watching like your cameras all around you.
But it'll fucking freak you out, man.
If Jeeves can be in your ear, like, you know, don't look now, but fuckwits across the street. You know, look in this window, look in this window. It's like a spy.
Here.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Her?
Her, no.
Yeah, fuck, man, that's a good movie. You should watch that.
Yeah.
Like-
It's Spike Jones, isn't it?
You're talking to me, so
Is it
it's
Spike Jonze?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix is in it.
Yeah, it's a fucking good show, man.
Jackie Phoenix.
Jackie Stallone.
I like called him Jackie Phoenix.
Joaquin. It's
Brother-
a
brother
good
of-
show.
the good one
I'm
died.
surprised you haven't seen that, to be honest.
I think he's a good guy. I don't think he's as good as people make out. I think like the good brother died. Like
River.
yeah, like
I didn't
he
even
was a
know
much
that.
better actor.
You seen Stand By Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the main kid in it? The fucking kid who's like the little like tough
Tom
kid
boy.
with the white t-shirt.
Yeah,
smokes the-
okay, yeah.
That's Joaquin Phoenix's older brother,
Fuck.
man. That's River Phoenix. He
Right.
died in
Never
the
knew.
Do you remember Indy in the Last Crusade?
Indy in the Last Crusade.
Remember the third Indiana Jones
Indiana
movie?
Jones,
The one with Sean Connery in it?
Start of the movie.
Dude, I haven't watched that since I was
This-
like fucking 6 or
No,
some
right at the
shit.
start of the movie, there's a train. He's a young Indy. Is jumping around the train and he gets in with the fucking snakes and there's a lion. That's why he hits snakes, isn't it?
Because he falls
Dude,
into
I
it.
fucking forget the whole movie. Like,
He's trying to get an artifact and
For some
the dude
reason-
chasing him. You think it's Indy that's chasing him, but it's really
see
Indy.
when I'm trying to think of the
And then
visuals. For
he
some
uses
reason,
the whip for the first time, and he cuts his chin, and then that's why he has a scar on his chin and everything.
you can imagine them visuals.
100%.
For when I tried to think, I seen Crocodile Dundee. For some reason, I don't know why.
Crocodile Dundee was the shit, man. Whenever I was a kid, I loved that movie.
Oh yeah.
Like that whole fucking, that's not a knife, this is a knife, and then nah, needs garlic, like that shit, man.
I liked it, but then just because of all the crocodiles and shit, I liked what's that? The Nile. Is it Jewel of the Nile, or what? Michael Douglas.
And
Do you know what I'm on about?
yeah.
Danny DeVito, Michael Douglas, the woman. Oh, I forget her name.
Isn't it?
Is it Sybil Shepherd?
I think it might be Sybil Shepherd.
Sybil
I know the
Shepherd was
movie
good
you're
in the
talking
name,
about,
yeah.
man, and it's like, it's such a fucking 80s movie. Like it really is.
yeah.
It's so good and
yeah.
so bad at the same time.
They're in like South America, is it? They're in
Yeah.
Colombia or something, driving about in the truck. It's basically like an episode of Top Gear now.
What are you talking about?
Like
This other like 80s
Yeah.
movie that's like just similar.
Jewel of the Nile, maybe.
The Jewel of the Nile, no.
Did you ever
Jewel of
see?
the Nile.
There was a movie that they made that's like a rip off of Indiana Jones, and it's like something about
National Treasure?
Solomon. No, it's not. I think it might be. Do you know what it is? It's Alan Quartermain and like the Lost City of Gold or something like that. Man, it's fucking amazing.
it?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it American?
Yeah, you can watch it, the whole thing on YouTube. It's fucking
Alan
dope.
Quartermain
And it's like the Lost City of Gold or something like that. I can't remember what the exact details is. I'll
It's
look
free
it up.
on YouTube.
Oh yeah, no, it's that old that it's on.
gotta be
It's that
shit,
old that
like-
it's on YouTube, man. But it's great because it's like, I remember watching it and it's like Indiana Jones type shit where they go to like this weird fucking lost city and they're eating this weird shit at a feast, and like this crazy like witch doctor, like voodoo priestess guy, instead of like reaching in and grabbing motherfuckers' hearts and stealing them out of their chest, he like dips them into like gold, into like liquid gold, and they come out and they're like fucked up statues, and then he like has them all and like scattered around the place, like, and they're all like these grotesque weird like people that think they're like statues, yeah, but they're actually real people that have been dipped in
Yeah.
gold and all. But it's just like an Indiana Jones movie, but not as well written or have as much money. So it's quite cool.
He could save money in that process. Like instead of smelting all that gold, like that's a lot of gold to dip someone in.
It is.
That's a lot of gold. All you need to do is get a spray gun, spray
This
it in with
is-
the gold.
Don't think the technology of the spray gun existed back in these
right,
days.
no,
This is,
right.
quite a long time ago.
Even paintbrush, paint it on.
I'm
Because
gonna
like
look up what this movie's called just so I know what
like
it is.
apparently you can like smother from like having all of your pores on your body covered.
False,
like,
right?
Like you can.
Yeah, you can die.
you
Your skin,
smother,
if your skin can't breathe.
Where'd you hear
Awesome.
that?
See, I was right.
1987.
It's fucking dope, man. It's like I bet you can watch that for free.
Oh
on
man, caught a man in the lost city of gold.
You should watch the trailer for it, Gavin.
I just can't stop thinking about if your body's covered, you can die. How long does it take though? Like you spend days like this?
Don't know, man, but sure, it's the same thing. It's like whenever they used to talk about like tarring and feathering people, that can be really bad. Like because they cover your entire body in
Tarring?
Tar.
Like you lie in tar?
Like no, they don't do it. Like people like pour hot tar over you, which
Like
will
for medical reasons? Or?
no to fucking torture you.
Oh right, okay. Yeah,
for
right.
medical reasons.
But you know all these
Oh
girls
my
are
God.
jumping into bath muds and all, or muds of
Mud baths and shit.
I thought that's like
No,
I thought that's a new thing.
No.
Let's jump into the tar here.
Let's
Like.
jump into the hot tar.
I reckon off the tar would be pretty hot, like. But why are we talking?
can't
You
even
can die if you're
if
covered.
your skin has to breathe. Your skin
what I
has
want
to
know,
have.
how long does it have to be covered?
A few hours.
I don't believe that. Like,
Believe it, motherfucker.
but
As Cher said,
Church.
but where did you read this, or where did you hear this?
Paul said
it's
it.
just knowledge.
Yeah, but it's like it's
I got it from.
I get that.
I hate bringing it up because he sucks balls. James
Who?
Bond. Like in that Goldfinger movie or something, they used to kill women by gold. Whenever they put the gold on them, they could only have it on for a few hours because they said this.
So you've got this information from fucking Bond. Like.
so it
From
must be
Bond,
reputable.
It must be real.
Calling Bond out for fucking being cheap bastards right now too. It's all ablaze online. Yeah, I never do this, like talk about current events, but
What is it? What?
they have like a competition to do a poster for the new movie,
Oh fuck right.
but like you don't get compensated, like you don't own the artwork. If
Yeah,
you
yeah,
submit artwork, they own it.
Where's this competition?
It's whatever the company talent agency
Yeah,
involved with.
do you know that site Talent? You can anybody can apply for like
and get
different
ripped off, yeah.
different gigs.
Yeah.
I've seen them. I've actually applied for
Don't, because they rip
it was
you
like
off.
a music video. I applied for it. Now this is years ago, like
Yeah.
when I was early in my freelancing thing.
Actually, I have to take, in my opinion, the opinions of the podcast don't get fucking sued, but yeah, don't give work to them. Don't do spec work, don't do
But
work
it
for
would,
free.
like, you know what? I'm sure it would probably give you some sort of like step up publicity type of shit. Like,
no, fuck
not at all.
that, fuck that noise. No, fuck good for your portfolio. Fuck, we'll give you a leg up in the industry. Pay me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, does spec work or your exposure pay your rent? No. Does it put food
You
on
would
your
like to
table?
think,
No.
though, like, if you did get one of them gigs, say you just on the Bond one, like if you produce the artwork for the Bond thing, surely something will come from that. Like,
And nothing's guaranteed in life.
Yeah, nothing's guaranteed.
It was
Yeah.
guaranteed. If you go in to buy a fucking coffee, you pay for that coffee.
Yeah.
You don't be like, if I like the coffee, I might pay you. It's good exposure for you because I got a blog online. I can write about you. You know, think of the exposure you're going to get for your cafe.
Somebody called.
this is sorry, go ahead.
Sorry for interrupting you, man. Just whenever you say that, somebody called up my work the other day and asked, "Did we have a VIP section?" Right?
Yes.
Now wait, this gets fucking better than this.
I hope you
I didn't answer the phone,
Oh,
unfortunately. Unfortunately, asked if we had a VIP section because they were an Instagram influencer. Them and their partner.
Yes.
Both of them were coming down to the bar, and they just wanted to make sure that they didn't get crowded. Whenever they came down there, and the guy on the phone, like who answered the phone, was probably the best member of staff to answer it because he was just like, no, I'm really sorry, no, just like whenever he got off the phone, and we were like, who the fuck was that? Because there was like two of us standing there beside him when he took the phone call, and he told us, and like. Every one of them was like, Jesus, I wish you would have gotten to that phone, Ryan, to answer it. Because it's just been like, oh, it would have been so good, man. I wouldn't have been able to hide my disgust. I'd been like, are you fucking insane? Like, do you realize the bar you've called to ask these questions?
You should play it on. Say, oh yeah, you're.
But that's what we were saying. We were like, dude, why the fuck did you not get their Instagram? Be like, oh, let us tell. So we could have went on and ripped them to fucking pieces.
make them arrive, like, and then
I would have fucking tore them.
Make a VIP place, area like cardboard boxes or some shit, like downstairs,
roped off of like a section of the toilet. Here you go, mate.
Get in there. Put a chain across the end.
Like, yeah, just you and your partner there. Like, just put a bin upside down and set it there, and be like, there you go. There's your seat, VIP chair, motherfucker.
Exactly, man. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
And film the whole thing and then put it on his Instagram.
Like, who the fuck do you think you are? An Instagram influencer in Belfast?
I'd actually be shocked. Like how some young people
Yes,
do this
Paul,
sort of
but
shit. Yeah.
at the same time, they can't be that much in the know whenever they were calling the place that I work in asking did they have a VIP section.
Yeah. Was it male or female?
Again, didn't get down to the fucking phone. I wish I was.
I would imagine it was a female because males don't tend to be that organised. They just kind of
right
turn
enough.
up. Maybe that's sexist. I don't know.
Well, they were from Belfast.
Who
That's what
knows?
awesome.
Who knows?
I'd love it. Imagine their spies like, what about you?
Alright, mate. Here I am.
Buckfast, where's the Buckfast?
What do you mean you don't do shots of Bucky?
Fuck's sake, BT9, no Buckfast.
All they want is, Coors Light on draft. Love that, mate. Just lovely, so it is. I just give 6 bottles of it and said I.
Yeah. Fucking.
You may as well drink pints of water. Just fucking.
What is in their trousers?
What?
Like, what is in the front of their trousers?
Oh,
when
like
they wear both
spades?
hands.
Spades?
Like,
yeah,
they're
walking
just like
around.
holding on to their dick, man.
They're like
a little
penguins.
kid. Like
Yeah.
your kid's probably coming onto the age now where he's starting to grab onto his
I
junk
thought
all
you were
the
going to
time.
call his kid
Yeah.
a spade. Imagine, what would you do
Well,
if your like kid started growing up and exhibiting
spade?
signs of like
Signs.
what about you, big lad? Comes into you and you're like eating. You're like, what?
beat it out of him. Beat it out of him.
Because you notice you're like, but that isn't you. No, you've not talked like this before. And it's like, all the boys are school, dad.
What do you mean, mucker?
I think if you reacted the way you're thinking, like, or like talk against him, you would probably make him more spidey. You overspide him and be like, freak him out and go, what the fuck?
So you're going to be a spy?
No, just like call him a hyper-spide, fucking
Hyper-spide?
Yeah.
Just full on go out, get full on track.
that's this week's
Like that will
episode
fix
name,
him.
Hyper-Spide.
Hyper-spide. That's your superhero name. Hyper-spide.
That's brilliant.
What is a Hyper-Spide?
Fuck, I don't know, man.
Do you know?
It's-
You tell us, man.
I don't know,
You
man.
just invented it here, so
Think
you know.
about it. on
Like,
the
like wear a fucking clock. Like, what do you call that?
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. No, that's
That's just appropriate in black culture.
Uh,
They own clocks.
I don't know. Like, what a
Black people own clocks.
Wearing them anyway.
Clock necklaces. Yes, yeah, that is a Flavor Flav thing. Like,
Like,
Right,
get
now
an
close
extra-
your eyes.
an
Close
extra-
your eyes
right.
and picture the most glorious.
you're not
spy.
closing your eyes because we're looking right at you.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
sort of like
Close your eyes, right.
So we can tell if you're doing it or not.
Close your eyes. You're around the corner from HMV, having a cigarette. You see these in your
This
head.
is you as your spy in your
You're
head.
picturing. You see this ultimate hyper-spide in front of you. What is he wearing that you're like hyper-spide?
Like, fucking
Be realistic, like not wearing clocks and
Nike Air Max,
Reebok pumps.
Reebok pumps,
okay.
like high tops, Reebok pumps.
For some, do you know, like the first ones that came out?
Yeah,
the
yeah, like the high
basketballs,
top ones, yeah.
You pump them up. Like baggy skater trousers. I know you, but like down just above his knees, and then
Okay.
like a fucking basketball or like a massive basketball top. That's
So
down there
you're
as well.
saying he's basically dressed like a 90s fucking American in
White man can't jump.
Yeah, he's wearing a basketball top and a pair of jean shorts
a
and a pair
basketball
of.
top, a white t-shirt, and then a cap to the side. And
This is a
This is
hyper-spide.
a hyper-spide?
I don't know, man. That's you asked me.
You have no.
What is a hyper-spide?
I would
Since
say
you-
since you've moved out of the city, you've lost touch.
Yeah, man, you're not up with
Dude,
the
I'm
people
not
anymore.
fucking-
You've
Right.
become
a
out of
hyper-spide.
touch with the common man.
Number one, you're wearing a pair of Adidas Campus or you're wearing a pair of Nike Air Max.
Yeah.
Right, there's no real.
Jordans.
It depends.
If you don't have enough money.
Yeah, because it
Some
depends on.
space have a lot of money,
Yeah, but
because
depends-
they're doing
dealing drugs.
They're dealing drugs.
That's what I
Then-
mean. Like, yeah.
Then they're gonna wear the tracksuit bottoms.
They're OG in there.
They're OG.
Yeah, it's like,
OG
yeah,
in.
they go like
Sorry.
they go into
OG in over golden. No fuck.
Right. Adidas Campus or Nike Air Max.
Yeah, and then fucking they're wearing a tracksuit. Like, but then they've all started wearing.
But
What
that's,
are those-
that's not hyper-spide enough.
What are those ones with
like
buttons
they've got
still?
they've went through that stage, but now they went into hip hop stage, and they've got a bit of mix of everything.
No, because now they're still back
Trance
to
music,
No, but they're
hip-hop.
still back to the tracksuits. But instead of a tracksuit being baggy, now the
Yeah.
tracksuits are all skinny, and
Yeah.
they've even started to wear their
Spides
socks
are wearing the skinny
up.
shit now?
Oh yeah, spides are all about the skinny shit, man.
Yeah,
If you
okay.
walk into the town now, and your average spide's wearing a pair of skin tight tracksuit bottoms now.
Interesting.
It's all about how emaciated you look.
Yeah,
Emaciated.
Yeah.
skinny and like not what look like a
Heroin
fucking
chic.
Yeah, like a Holocaust victim
Heroin chic.
that's looking emaciated.
Make lots of phone calls and look around.
They're still going in and using phone boxes, checking for change in the little slot, like see if there's any money in it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do see them carrying like plastic bags, and they're wearing gloves, obviously, because it's cold. They're not wearing jackets, but they'll wear gloves.
Oh, t-shirt, yeah,
t-shirt and gloves because they're cold. But you see them put the bag down, look on the ground, what's in the bag, and look around, put it, walk away again.
You have an image of a Hyper-Spide in your head, man.
Oh yeah. Or Neds, as they call them over in Scotland.
Neds,
yeah.
Neds.
You see some interesting ones in Glasgow. Really, but it's different. It's derelict. It's way of life. They're very vagrants.
Yeah, inspired by the.
You see, there's a difference in fashion and culture, and it's just a way of life. It's a calling.
Yeah, you got it.
Where it's meant to be.
Yeah,
I suppose it's as good as any. Like I suppose.
It's it's a privilege, not a right. You know what I mean?
Freedom. The freedom to choose to be homeless.
It's a religion, really. Like it's
Some people aspire to it, just like that Tim and Eric fucking what was it, the 7 steps.
7 steps. Yeah.
Just seen that video. It's fucking hilarious. Like.
Shout out to Tim and Eric. I suppose it's a good point to have a cigarette break.
Yeah.
Because that's the vibe I'm getting from the two of you. You're like,
I started started to trail off there. Yeah, let's have a little
At least we got the name out of it anyway. Hyper-Spide.
Hyper-Spide.
Right? Signing off.
Hyper-Spide.
Oh, I will worry about that.
So many natural things happening.
Loads of natural things, but we don't do them on the podcast.
Mine will choke you out.
I will choke you out.
Escobar Inc.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't. But like, Escobar Inc. first start off.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Paul showed me a video last week or the week before of Escobar Inc. And whenever he told me about it before he showed me the video, thought it was a lie because, it's Escobar Inc. and everybody knows what Pablo Escobar is famous for, and it's not for technology. And then proceeded to show me how this new company's at the forefront of mobile phone applications, cutting edge, where they have built a foldable mobile phone or tablet, whichever one you want. Is it, or is it
phone? It's phone stroke
tablet that you can legit fold over, and it works no matter what way you use it. Completely flexible, and they have a bunch of big titted, smoking hot Colombian bitches dancing about, just advertising this thing. It's like plated in gold.
Yeah.
Like legit.
I did hear originally that it was indestructible, but I've not seen any more about that.
If it's going to be indestructible, I personally want them to do like, James Bond type fucking scenario where, they walk into like some laboratory and it's set up and there's some chick just like fucking shooting a machine gun at it in one picture, another bitch fucking flamethrowing that shit.
They have videos of that on their site of their own stealing Musk's flamethrower type.
Yeah, but I want a chick actually shooting a machine gun at it. I want to see that thing, deflecting bullets for all intents and purposes.
That video from Jackie Brown.
That's exactly.
De Niro's watching.
AK-47 when you absolutely, positively got to kill every motherfucker in the room. It's
great in the extras. You get all those little videos as actors. They're great.
Shout out to Quentin Tarantino.
I think Rodriguez made those.
Probably.
I think he made those.
Who made those?
Robert Rodriguez. Him and Tarantino's been tight for years and years.
Sin City director and Dust to Dawn.
Sin City, hey, that was a good show.
Yeah.
El Mariachi. Antonio Banderas.
Who also then they just remade El Mariachi, basically called it Desperado.
Yes. Salma Hayek as well, isn't it?
That's right, man. That was back in the day before she was anybody. That movie was awesome.
Do you remember? What's his name of it now? Was it Zorro?
With Catherine Zeta-Jones. Yeah.
What was the one with Sean Connery? Was it Zorro?
I think that's Zorro as well.
Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones were having a thing.
Were they? I think so.
I don't know.
Who the fuck is Zorro in that movie?
Anthony Hopkins.
No, it's Antonio Banderas. Anthony
Antonio
Hopkins.
Banderas.
Fuck, I wish Anthony Hopkins was Zorro in that movie.
I would bring him up again. That's probably where Travolta should have been cast as Zorro.
As
It would have
Zorro.
been much better. Or Nicolas Cage as Zorro.
Nicolas Cage is everybody. Just,
Oh, that's right. Did we talk about the movie about him?
yeah, the movie where it's
We
basically
did.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, Nicolas Cage.
We did talk about that. Yeah.
All right, speaking of, I meant to bring this up earlier now that it's in my mind. Since the end of the year, this is going to be the last one probably of the year.
Yeah.
So what would you say is your top movie of the year? Doesn't...
Oh.
And you can't, you can't say an old movie that you just happened to watch this year,
Yeah, no, that's
It has
fair.
to sort of be one this year.
Released this year.
One this year, yeah.
You've maybe been thinking. Have you got one?
No, I was thinking, but I don't really know what it would be. Was he saying to you I seen that Knives Out movie?
No.
No. I watched that last week. It's by Ryan Johnson, the guy who
Yeah.
everybody has been fucking hating on for the better part of 2 or 3 years because the last flick he
Star
made
Wars.
was Star Wars, which, look, again, not everybody's cup of tea. Some weird shit in it, even by my standards, like for a Star Wars movie, but it's all right. Excuse me. The Knives Out movie is actually quite good, man. It's got a lot of famous people in it. Number one is Amanda de Armoris or whatever her name is. She's smoking hot. You haven't seen the new Blade Runner movie, but she's the really, really smoking hot chick in it.
Okay.
She's great in it. Daniel Craig's in it. I can't remember the old guy who's the main guy in it. but
Christopher Plummer.
yes, he's fucking awesome in it. Jamie Lee Curtis's in it. Michael Shannon's in it. Captain America's in it. Chris Evans.
Okay.
Like, there's a fucking full-on star cast.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like in a really fucked up way. It's like an old, like, Hercule Poirot, like Agatha Christie whodunit type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what happened and who done it from the beginning, and then you're like, not from the beginning, but from quite early on in the movie, and then you're just sort of like, okay, maybe this is what happened, and then it's really good.
Yeah.
It's I enjoyed it a lot.
It's a movie you could watch with your mother and father.
100%. 100% you could, but it's
Mama.
like, I was laughing because I was talking to somebody about this, and I was like, your man gets a lot of hate for his movies, but I was like, it's only for the Star Wars one he got hate. Like, everything else that I've seen him do, he's
Right.
wrote.
What? Looper.
First off, he done something before. He done a movie. The first thing that I ever seen him do was Brick.
Okay, yeah.
He done
That's a
Brick
long
with
time
Joseph
ago, yeah.
Gordon-Levitt. Yeah. He done that, and then he done something else after that. And then he done another movie with Adrian Brody and fucking Mark Ruffalo, where they're two brothers that are like con men. It's probably the worst one that I've seen. But again, he's wrote and he's directed everything.
Yeah, that would be Mark Ruffalo's fault. Fuck Mark Ruffalo.
Fuck Adrian Brody. I don't like Adrian Brody either, for that matter.
Adrian Brody hangs out with hip hop people. I know that. He's
who?
real like Action Bronson, people like that.
See, I don't know why I don't like Adrian Brody, because he's been in some okay movies, like
The
Summer.
Piano.
Fuck the Piano.
I've never actually seen it.
What, the
Seen
Piano?
bits of it. Yeah, I tried to watch it, but
Yeah, that's the same. I've never watched the whole thing. It's just depressing and boring, and I really don't care. Because a big part of it is don't like pianos.
Piano.
But no, man, he's in Summer Sam. Did you ever see Summer Sam?
Yeah,
Spike.
John Leguizamo or
John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
John
How do you say his second name?
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo. John Leguizamo. Also fucking clown and fucking Spawn.
Fucking Violator in the
Yeah.
fucking Spawn movie. The clown. He's great in that movie, man. He is by far and away the best thing in that movie.
I do need to read that book of his.
Leguizamo's?
Yeah, he's
I've
got.
never read it.
Oh, that's part of his issue is that he wrote a tell-all book, and told a lot of stories about Hollywood. So like
Oh,
people,
really?
yeah, wasn't blackballed, but didn't really help his career. Like
Well,
to
man,
talk about shit.
He's been about for a long, long time. Like I've seen Leguizamo in movies. Fuck, for not as long as I can remember, but from like the early 90s. Do you
But
know
he
what I
was
mean?
on a trajectory, like.
Yeah, but he's still doing okay, man. Because
Yeah,
he's in
but
those
he's
John.
not. He never
He never
got up
peaked.
to the.
100%. I know what you mean.
He didn't star
No,
in movies. Like.
no, he didn't. But he's in like the John Wick movies.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So it's like it's not that he doesn't do work.
He just does the same thing, I bet you.
He's the same character.
Yeah, every movie he's like the same, you know.
In the John Wick ones, yeah, because it's just playing the same dude 4 times, but
I like him, yeah. He's one of
Or
those
3
people that I
times, sorry.
like. One of those actors. That other dude, what's his name? Danny
Dyer.
No. Is it Iola?
What's he in?
Oh man, you know who I'm on about. Fuck, I don't know.
I think I know who you're talking about, but like I can't fucking. You gotta.
I have to use technology because the man's dead. He's dead.
He's dead. You've stumped me then. Fuck. If he's dead, what movie was he in?
Oh, he's in a shitload of movies.
You're giving me great references here. He's in shitload of movies, and you haven't been able to say any.
Do you know? Have you got your favorite for 2019?
I'm trying to think. Give me a list. Like, give me. Do you know what you do? Look on Google, of the top 20 movies released
I'm kinda looking here,
in
yeah,
like
the ones I've seen.
2019. Shout me out some
So,
because
like-
I'm trying to think of what I've seen.
Do you know what stands out? What I've seen was Shot Color, but I just checked that it was 2017.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So-
like it's because I
I
watched
watched
it
it this year,
last
like-
year, and I knew it was a year before that. So like
Green Book. Have you seen that?
I haven't. It's on fucking Amazon.
It's fucking good, man.
I've seen the
good.
trailer for it, man. It looks good. I do want to watch it.
Yeah.
So give me the top 20 movies or the top 15 movies in 2019.
Right, starting 2019. So, Marriage Story,
No, I haven't seen it.
The Irishman,
Haven't watched the whole thing yet.
Le Mans,
No.
Joker,
Seen it.
seen it. Avengers Endgame,
Seen it.
Capiternum,
Haven't seen it. So
Green Book, Spider-Man Into the
seen it.
an Addendum,
No, haven't seen it.
Avengers Infinite War,
Seen it.
Coco,
Seen it.
you seen that?
Yeah.
3 Billboards Outside.
Coco, it couldn't be 2019, man.
Actually, it's 2018.
I was gonna say because
Yeah, no, you're right.
I seen that with my ex-girlfriend, and that's the fucking I've been broke up with her for well over a year and a half.
These ones I've listed are in like the top 250 movies. Do you know, like
no, pull up. There's bound to be a list
yeah,
there
I'll go
of
like
of like the top of just the 20 movies released in fucking 2019.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you still not found this guy?
Yeah, Daniel.
Show me his picture.
Do the right thing.
Oh, okay. I know who he is. Yeah.
You get a better picture from him on IMDb. Yeah, but he's one of those actors that was actually really good in shit. Alright, let's see what is he doing the
Did you get a list, Gavin?
it's just the one Google recommends, but it's
Do the Right Thing, Leon, Moonstruck, Hudson Hawk.
That's right. He's the mob guy who's Leon's fucking like contractor, like sends him out for jobs and stuff. And Leon, that's exactly who he is.
There's a lot of like, you know, commercial. It's all, you know, but
That's all right. Well, more so because I'll be able to remember what I have seen this year if I get
Once
a list.
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Seen it.
It's a good show, like. Marriage Story, Book Smart.
No,
Knives Out,
seen it.
Toy Story 4,
No,
good show. John Wick 3,
seen it.
Parasite,
No,
Rocketman,
no,
Midsummer,
no.
Frozen 2.
Nope.
The Farewell.
Nope.
Hustlers.
Nope.
Ad Astra.
Nope.
No.
The King.
Nope.
No.
Yes. Seen it. It's on Netflix.
Great, is it? Is that the fucking Charlie Hunnam?
No, that's the King Arthur one.
Oh.
That King one that he's talking about is, I don't know the guy who directed it, but you know Joel Edgerton. He's an actor. He wrote it, and he's also in it as well. And then there's some kid in it named Timothy
McVeigh.
Fuck, I wish it was Timothy McVeigh. Oh, it'd be so good.
Sorry.
Timothy Chalamet or something like this. I don't know how you say his last name. He's that pretty little motherfucker that all the girls seem to love.
And the boys.
And the boys, yeah. A lot of dudes love him as well. Sorry.
What is this? Just name out movies?
Just give me those so I can see. I'm trying to think of which ones that I've seen this year.
It's basically, I typed in top movies 2019 and it's Google's recommendation, or no, I don't know if
we listed how many, like 20 or 30?
Like a lot.
Ah,
We'll just go through, go give us like another handful of them and just see which ones we've seen.
Yeah. The Lighthouse.
No.
The Lion King.
No.
I'm skipping some because maybe I should. Uncut Gems.
Nope.
Little Woman.
Nope.
Bombshell.
Nope.
Chapter 2.
Yes.
What's that? It looks interesting cover.
It's the sequel to.
Oh fuck yeah! I haven't seen it. Pokemon Detective.
Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
Nope.
El Camino. That's
El
the
Camino.
Is that the Breaking Bad?
It's the Breaking Bad one. It's on Netflix.
Fuck.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Must watch that. Haven't seen it.
Not essential.
The Souvenir.
Nope.
No.
Pain and Glory.
No.
No.
Zombieland. See, it's going to be loads of shit.
Didn't see Zombieland 2. Double tap either. I wish I did actually. I must get a fucking.
Right, we'll take 5 more, and if there's not enough 5, then have to come up with it by yourself.
Yeah.
By hook or crook.
But that's the end of the list. Aladdin and
Fuck Aladdin. Will Smith is not the fucking genie. He can go fuck himself.
That can't have been cinema 2019. Like,
no,
that sounds...
it's like just what order you want me to search? Like,
yeah, I suppose. But anyway, man, to be honest, I would, all joking aside, I would probably say the movie I enjoyed this year most in the cinema from seeing it then would be, in a really fucked up way, either Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or The Joker. They're both completely different movies. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a good movie. It didn't end the way I thought it was going to end. Have you seen it?
No.
You should fucking watch it, man.
You should watch it.
Yeah, I know. But it's like I'm not ruining anything and I'm not going to spoil anything, but like, instead of the ending being what you think it's going to be, it's like an Inglourious Bastards type thing, like this could have happened and this is what would have, maybe if one fucking little small thing had have done, but it was good, man. And also Brad Pitt's in it. He was good in it. I like Brad Pitt. DiCaprio was good in it as well because he's just basically he's being like a has-been Hollywood actor, which DiCaprio is not. And even whenever he stops being an actor, like he's so famous and rich, he's never going to be a fucking has-been.
Yeah, he's good. He is. You have to give him his props.
It's a good flick. I'm actually gonna. It's on some of those streaming sites. I'm gonna fucking stream that movie tonight. Maybe whenever I go home, watch it again.
It's going to have to be it can't be from 2019. I'm struggling to think of a new movie.
What did you watch this year?
He mightn't have been to the fucking cinema this year.
You don't need to watch it in cinema though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm not going to say something like The Irishman because it wasn't my favourite of the year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is there any other Netflix type things with
There's
this?
been nothing fucking outstanding on Netflix, really.
Did you see The Green Book?
The Green Book? No. The Green Book sounds rubbish.
It's fucking awesome, dude. It's a great
It's
show.
about a green book.
No, it's just called Green Book.
Green Book? What? Who's that?
Highly recommended.
Viggo Mortensen is playing like the driver and assistant to this black guy down
Oh,
south.
fuck that noise. Jesus Christ.
But yeah,
Like a
that's what you
driving
would
Miss
think,
Daisy
but
type
it's
thing,
fucking
man.
good, man. It's fucking good show.
Fried green tomatoes.
Yeah. Fried green tomatoes with the guy from Lord of the Rings.
That's all that is. Fucking noise. Just noise. I like both those actors. They're really, really good, but they're wasted doing
You're
that.
being too judgmental. I guarantee if you watched that, you would enjoy
I
it.
guarantee I would not. The fucking empty platitudes and fucking aren't we all the same? You know, look how different we were treated back in the day.
Oh, I look good. Let's look at this here now. Turn your fucking
Oh,
thing.
fuck.
He's setting no, but he's setting an alarm. Or
For
a
what?
timer. He set a timer for something.
Do you hear this here? Fucking joke.
It's not like somebody was texting him.
Yeah, there's a difference
Mr.
between your
Mr.
grinder
Oh, yeah,
alerts
it's worse.
and
I know,
me getting a
worse.
timer.
No,
Your
fucking.
fucking grinder alerts.
I missed that.
Because now you're in the area, you're in the city.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
going
yeah,
mad.
that's right.
That's it. Whenever you're out in the fucking country, it's not as no. Do you know what, man? I bet you. I'd love to take some of the gay dudes that I know from up here and take them like down to Oma. And fucking let them get on Grinder just so you could see who would pop up fucking all over the show.
Oh, yeah, right now.
I bet
you
you-
could just do that yourself.
I
You
could
just
do
set
it.
up
You should do that.
I have no real desire to. Like, I don't really want to.
You're the one.
Interesting experiment, though.
Yeah. No, because it was like, tell you why, because me and my boss were talking about something the other day in work, and they used to always laugh at the chef in the old place that we worked in because his mate was such a fuck up, but they were convinced that he was gay because he
Yeah.
used to get really annoyed when one of the gay bosses told him that he didn't fancy him. Like, he got genuinely butthurt about it and be like, what do you mean? Like, you know, why do you not why do you not fancy me? And then they also said that they seen him on Grinder and this dude was fucking engaged to be married and everything.
Holy fuck, eh?
So
You need it some of that time. Sometimes, like, some people might actually make a fake thing with his picture sometimes.
true.
Think about how many people do it. For all I know, my picture's on there. Someone just made one.
100%.
They saw me on, like, catfishing, taking...
Yes, but
Catfishing.
then hold on, for the exact same reason of why you said that, Belfast and that sort of shit, you can't really get away with it because I was on Tinder a week or two ago, man, and some girl has a picture on her Tinder profile that is like a group picture of her playing rugby, and this chick that I know, who is definitely not straight, never mind on fucking Tinder, is in that picture, and I screenshotted it and sent it to her and was like, look, bitch, you're on Tinder now. And she was like, number one, she was just like, oh, blank girl's name. She's like, what the fuck? She's like, why would she pick that as her profile picture? She's like, it's not even, number one, she's like, I don't even care that I'm in it, but she's like, it's not even a good picture of her. You know what I mean? And it's like, and I was just randomly sitting there going, oh, look, I know that chick. And like literally for that exact reason, screenshot it and text her. So it's like, there's no chance, man, that...
Is she a grimace?
Which one?
The one that who's
No,
playing
she was
rugby?
actually relatively attractive, which was the fucked up thing. She was actually, she'd like decent looking, like, but she played rugby and it's like she wasn't, you know, like a big fuck. She wasn't Gabby Garcia or anything.
You'd be
Sadly.
thinking about Gabby Garcia though since last week.
No, but it's just easy to put references in.
We did have the conversation last night about him and Cyborg having a kid.
I'm not saying it.
And he had to be involved in the kid's life.
I'm not saying what I said last night on fucking camera
Of
or
course you can.
microphone.
Of course you can.
No, I'm not. No,
Of course you can.
no, I really couldn't.
course you
Like,
can.
no, I'd say it in the privacy of in front of my
give
friends.
us a bit of a crux of how it went.
No, there's legit. No matter what
Are
way.
you going to hurt her feelings, or is
I'm
it
not-
just
it's-
illegal? Like, or
There's
the borderline?
Robots feel too.
And there's I'm not saying shit.
Gives that. But so
Cyborg Nation.
Cyborg army.
Love and lads.
Cyborgs.
Yeah, she's going to be back pretty soon, fighting for Bellator.
No, fair play to her.
Yeah, fighting some Julia Budd or something. or maybe I'm making that name up.
Where's Paige Van Zandt these days?
She's in Miami visiting plastic surgeon by the looks of it.
Why is she not fucking getting her titties out and like?
She broke her arm, I think.
Well, like I don't care if she doesn't fight anymore, but like, why doesn't she do something worthwhile like porn or at the very least nude modeling? Something like that.
She's still making money despite that. Maybe that's down the line whenever the well starts to dry. Do you know who I thought was thinking about that was like massive? I don't know what the fuck she's doing now. Is the cheerleader? Save the cheerleader, save the world.
She's married to that fucking Klitschko fucking lunatic, man.
Oh, really?
She's married to one of the Klitschko.
She doesn't act?
She doesn't have to do
She
shit.
didn't act before, though. But
No, but it's like, but she's married to one of those dudes. Like, he's legit like 2 foot taller than her. Like, you see them standing together, and that bitch is shorter than me, and he's like 7'2" or something.
that's why he lost the world titles, because he's like, I actually have a wife now.
Can you imagine the smashing that he gives that wee girl? Like, just the sheer size of him, fucking good smashing into her. It's fucking
He watches Heroes. He's like, you just re-heal, don't you? He's smashing away. He's like, you just regenerate. I've seen it, yeah. He thinks he's Skylar, or what is it? What was the dude's name? Was it Skylar? Skylar? Tyler?
Oh, I can't even remember his fucking name. Spock from Star Trek. Oh man, I knew where you were going with that as soon as you started to say it too. That's why I was like, oh my fuck.
I just like the fact that he's had that much fucking head trauma that he thinks Heroes is real. He just thinks she is the cheerleader and he's saved the world. So that's why he's not boxing anymore.
Constantly looking around corners for Skylar any fucking time.
Yeah.
We can't watch that Star Trek movie because he gets up and like punches the TV.
Rips it out of the wall.
He went to the cinema to see it, and then he just started just fucking bothering people. She's learned her lesson from then on. She can't bring him out in public.
She learned her lesson when they asked him to pass the knife in the kitchen. He just flung it. Stuck in her arm. He's like, you heal, yeah. I'm waiting to see it. Show me. Oh man.
Fuck.
I would love to see that. It's like a Osborne's type show. It's just him driving about in a fucking
Klitschko and a cheerleader.
Yeah, because he's got a Hummer, like a big Hummer, driving the wrong side of the road just because everyone's scattering out of the way. Oh,
She's
the world.
got like a little clown cart and just beside him, fucking tiny thing.
There's that wee Japanese guy living in their basement. Did you ever watch Heroes?
Heroes?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I never watched that. No.
First season of Heroes is awesome, man. That show, the first season of that show was fucking great.
But you can watch anything, like
No, man. I tell you how long ago that fucking show is, man. We didn't have a TV. Do you know somebody fucking, a motherfucker used to come into the shop and bring us biscuits?
Yes.
He gave me like the first 9 episodes of that show on videotape.
Yeah.
Like, cause I watched it in the flat with me, you, and Screwball. Like, that's how long ago that show was out.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would say the first season of that was bigger than what Game of Thrones was. Like, it was huge. Mm-hmm. Like, Game of Thrones was massive whenever it came out.
Oh, Heroes.
But Heroes was huge. Like, it was fucking...
Man, it was decent. Like, I genuinely liked that. Like, it was fucking massive.
Yeah. It started off really, really strongly and then just fell to pieces.
It was too good. The first season was just too good. And then what happened was whenever the second season started, I think they only got like 4 episodes or something in, and then that writer's strike happened in Hollywood, and there was nothing for like maybe the guts of a year or something. So like every show just lost its momentum.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
The facts of that are still here today, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see all these producers in movies now.
What's your top movie of 2019?
Maximum Risk.
Maximum Risk?
Yeah.
That's what he's chosen?
Yeah.
Steven Seagal movie.
I did listen to
I
shout
thought
out
you gave a serious answer.
Bisping podcast because he was talking about he did a movie and Seagal was in it, and he said whatever, like, he wasn't really working with him in the movie, but he was in the hotel just having a bite to eat and having a drink. He was just going to go to his room or whatever, but this like assistant came over to him and was like, would you care to have some cigars and a drink with Mr. Seagal? And he's like thinking, I don't really smoke cigars, but I'm going to smoke a cigar with Steven Seagal. So like, yeah, I'll go over. And he says he was really, really nice. Just sat there smoking cigars and drinking with him, like, and that's all he did, just sit and chat. I just thought that'd be cool to fucking sit Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
And like look at the size of him. And
And
I
how
think,
dark
yeah.
his hair dye is.
I spend your time looking at the hairline
Yeah.
and
You
fucking.
get up close, like, you get a good.
You can see how fat and bloated he is in real life.
Yeah.
Him sitting there sucking on a cigar. just fucking wheezing, throwing whiskey and brandy down him.
Oh no, Maximum Risk got mixed up as Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, I'm surprised. Did you just throw that name out there, or did you mean fucking a Seagal movie? Just
I
with a
did,
different
yeah.
name?
There was one on. There's a Seagal movie on before Maximum Risk. that's probably what it was.
It's probably called Maximum Impact.
It's interesting looking at my history.
What, on YouTube?
No, on IMDb,
Oh.
Oliver Stone features.
Oh, fuck. Do you know what you should really, man? Do you know, I just started watching loads of Wu-Tang stuff, Wu-Tang documentaries. There's so many things on Wu-Tang, like, about Wu-Tang on YouTube and stuff. And, like, one of the bits that I just watch constantly, that just, anytime I'm in a bad mood or just need to laugh, I just stick on the best of ODB, man. And it's like the bit where he gets drunk and crashes the Grammys before Kanye did it, like fucking 15 years ago.
All right.
And he gets on the fucking stage and he's like, he gets on drunk as fuck on the microphone.
That's a great shot for him.
That's
That
the one
was
we
my
watched.
movie. That's my movie of 2019.
That's a shite movie.
What's he got on his head?
A bandana. Or else
Oh
a
yeah, that's
backwards
not his
baseball
hair. That's a
cap.
hat. I know you thought it was his hair.
No, I
Is
thought
that
it was
the
like
one?
I thought it was like a baseball cap.
Is that
backwards.
the one that we watched where the cop had the knives that he kept whipping out
Yeah.
and fucking... Fuck, that was bad.
Was that out this year?
No, 2016.
Wow.
Not that far or long ago. Oh, look at that.
Look at how fucking fat he looks.
I have to
Bulk
probably
suit, man.
blur all this for YouTube.
Letting himself down. How you do that? Well, don't matter. Why would you need to blur that?
I'm sure people don't
Come
even
on.
need to Google Steven Seagal. They see it in their mind's
They
eye when
know,
you say the
yeah.
name. They think of an eagle soaring above the fucking Himalayas.
Majestically.
The Phoenix.
Yeah.
Some shit, I don't know.
As the Japanese call them.
What do the Japanese call?
No, I can't remember the Japanese pronunciation. I need to translate it.
It's on the website.
Yeah, it'll be on the website, which
Yeah.
will launch in the new year.
You'll get to see
Yeah,
the
I
full
decided
rundown.
why, even though I've probably time to do it, like why push it and just
Yeah,
new
take
year.
your time with.
2020.
Oh yeah, big reveal. Big release.
2020.
Hindsight's 2020.
All right, so we'll wrap it up then instead of petering out.
Yeah. Neither one of us are full of much enthusiasm tonight because, yeah, we didn't sleep.
Kobe didn't win.
Yeah, and Kobe didn't win, man. I'm fucking disappointed. We'll bring it around full circle.
Ryan was right there chanting USA whenever the crowd was like USA,
Yeah.
USA.
Because it's like this. I don't even really like Covington, but I like Usman less. So
Why do you not like Usman?
he's born cunt, man. Last night was the best thing I've ever seen him do, and that was literally because he hates Covington. You could see it in his face, like, and he wanted to beat him, like, and I genuinely think that if he hadn't have broke his jaw, that those last two punches wouldn't have, or those last two times he wouldn't have knocked him down, and if he hadn't have knocked him down. Obviously, this is all a bunch of fucking what if. But if he hadn't have knocked him down in that fight, just had went them two banging for 5 rounds, it would have been a 50-50. You could have flipped a coin, man, of
Yeah.
which one of them won that fight.
The scorecards were 3-1 to Usman, 3-1 to Covington,
Yeah.
and 2-2. So
It was a legit split decision. Like,
yeah. But if it did, Usman knocked him down twice in the last round, so he would have won.
yeah.
You know, if it went to points.
But it's like, it's like we were saying before that with the Holloway fight and the Volkanovski one. It's like, it's sort of the unspoken rule. Not so much now in the past few years, but it used to be where if you were fighting the champ, and the champ had the champ didn't necessarily knock you out or TKO you or submit you or something, unless you really give them a beating. The champ would have kept the belt. Do you know what I mean? You had to fucking, the champ could have just coasted by and kept defensive and not really done much apart from defend the belt. It was up to you as the challenger to beat them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it's even harder in boxing.
and it's even harder in boxing to do that. But it's like in the past wee while now, especially in the UFC, that hasn't been the case. And I don't know because too many dudes were getting used to getting the belt, and then like Tyron Woodley's perfect fucking example, coming up like a fucking batter to hell, man, gets the belt and then becomes the most boring bitch about it,
that's true.
and then bitches and complains about everything and always is a poor me, poor me, poor me.
Yeah.
And it's you got to be able to fucking keep that, you got to be able to keep the fire and fucking, show why you're the best. Otherwise, it's always somebody else going to come along and take it, for better or for worse.
Wise words.
Dropping knowledge and science.
We've got our own Robin Black here. For those who know what that means.
Yeah, I wish.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Then you don't know.
Don't care. Yeah.
Shout out to Robin Black. Fucking good.
He would probably retweet us if you asked him. He's that nice
a guy.
Yeah.
Anything I've ever seen about him.
That's the only criticism we'll make of him whenever he's on Twitter. He mentions like everyone. It's like Joe Rogan, Dana White, UFC, fucking Chris from Blackpool. You fucking name it. All these fucking different people.
Shout out.
It's just because he's a nice guy and doesn't fully understand how Twitter works. But yeah, shout out to him. Peace out.
Peace out. Boom.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.